All right, here we go. So after my initial run through, couldn't wait to get to the par threes, see if we could find some somewhat safe lines for some aces. Definitely a little tougher, but here we go with hole two. I was a little disappointed that the fairway couldn't reach this one for an ace. So basically, gonna have to be a distance driver the way it stands currently, unless you have a tailwind. But in calm winds, 1 and 2 winds, there's my aim point with the glide roll rive, just in between those last two Wi-Fi symbols, and it's a pretty safe bid. Like I said, in one, I might run it in 2 winds, but if you miss, you're basically going to catch that little barrier and stay safe. Again, it's the glide roll rive. Even the glide sapphire couldn't get there, so that was kind of a bummer. So there's my aim point. I'm going to put a little hyzer on this because of that wind. And I think this one's going to miss to the left, but it stays safe. And this is going to be a 2 wind left to right, so shift my aim point a little to the left, not much. Same pullback. And this one's going to have the carry just to get there. And we drop it in for the ace. So hole 6, this is the one I'm most excited about. I wanted to show you a few misses. So this is a forehand, slide to the right, skip sapphire. And this line is pretty awesome. I'm pretty stoked about it. I want to show you all the misses. I feel like maybe I'm just bragging, not bragging, but being optimistic, but I feel like 90% of the misses end up staying safe. And that was a huge challenge with this hole, is to find a line where the miss is not going to go OB. So here's another, almost made it, but it ends up a tap in. But try it out. I'm telling you, most of the misses, one way or the other, are going to get back in bounds or stay in bounds. So skip sapphire, slide to the right, bottom chevron, kind of anywhere on the base of that tree, sometimes up a little higher. But this is where this one is. And that one misses just to the left, but this is a very common thing, like it slides past and then comes back around in bounds. So again, try it out. Do it 10 times in a calm wind and see how many of them end up staying safe, and you might consider adopting this line. But there you go. We get the ace. That was fun to hit. I really like that line. And then the last one, I feel like this is like made for the PD2. So just kind of aim up there in the middle of those trees. It's kind of hard because there's a lot of collision like right before the basket. So it's really hard to either get through it or just barely get around it. But I don't slide. I kind of adjust my aim point just a little depending on what the wind's doing. But again, even, oh, there we go, we get it. I'm going to throw it a few more times just to show you the misses. As long as you can miss collision early, which is pretty easy to do, the collision late doesn't really affect you. I mean, it might make it to where you don't make it, but it's going to keep it in bounds. That one's long, but even if you go long, it's a very safe bid. So I feel like of all the shots, this one is the one I felt was the safest. Daniel talking about king of the course. And here's another miss for you guys, but there you go. Hope you enjoyed. I'm kind of hoping these par threes stay the same, because I'm kind of liking these lines, especially that hole number 6. Pretty stoked about that one, but hope you enjoyed, guys. As always, thanks for watching me play some DGV.